Hi there, my name is Tanya, and I would like to teach you today on essential oils webinar called Oils Made Simple. And a little bit about myself. I'll be showing you slides with some helpful visuals for the essential oils, but I would like to share a little bit about myself, just in a nutshell. So as I said, my name is Tanya, and many of you know me, but for those of you who don't know me, I'm originally come from Ukraine. You grew up in Ukraine, and I was introduced to natural health and wellness through from my mom. My mom was into natural products and some even herbs, and she taught me a few things when I was growing up. I was the youngest child, and once she taught me even how to go into fields and into gardens and collect herbs, and she taught me how to preserve them. We didn't have YouTubes then. How to preserve them, how to dry them, and that was my job, first job as a teenager, to earn money to preserve herbs and take to the pharmacies, and they will check if the final product is good enough to receive for pharmacies for medicinal purposes. And I did so well. They never rejected my product because I knew exactly what I was doing, and I tried many times, and I did so well. So naturally, for me, this wellness stuff is very close to my heart. But then when we immigrated, when I was still a teenager, but came to Canada and got married and kind of lost that, not love, but lost the habits to use natural products. And because I was introduced to Western medicine and all that, and I was pretty healthy. But then about 13 years ago or so, or a little bit more, I faced with some health challenges, and I turned to seek what I lost, and that brought me to new studies, to study new therapies, and so on. And I found out about essential oils, even though about 25 years ago I bought my first essential oil in drugstore. We were living there then in Russia, and as charity workers, and I bought tea tree oil. And you know what? I brought the tea tree oil because I thought this is something very close to what I was doing as a child or as a teenager, and this must be so potent. And I brought it to home, but I had small children then, and or at least one. I had one child then, only our oldest son, but I didn't know how to use that tea tree oil, Melaleuca, as we know nowadays. And uh, it's a big difference when I know now so much about essential oils, and then I got that oil, didn't know what to do with it, and let it sit there. That's why I'm doing training today, that you will also be equipped and know how to use essential oils, and I'm here to help you from my end, how to use, for what to use. And 6 years ago I began to use doTERRA essential oils. My friend introduced me to doTERRA oils, and she actually taught me how to use every oil that I got in my starter kit, because that's how you begin your journey. You don't want to just one oil. You want a set of oils that wherever comes suddenly in the evening in your family and pharmacies are closed and you don't want to go that route, that you will have all oils needed for for your whatever issue you need to fix it. So I will teach you today about 10 or more oils, but I will go quickly. And I'm using Zoom right now, and you won't see, or I will not see your comments if you're watching me live, or welcome for those who are watching me live, and also welcome those who will be watching me later in a link or recording that I will record. I'm actually recording this video. So, but make sure if you're watching me live, I cannot see your comments down. I'm streaming this through the Zoom, but I cannot see it. I need to log into another device to see your comments. Anyway, so let's go through our webinar, and I will share my screen. Okay, so I think we're all set. And essential oils made easy. So as I told you, I was introduced 6 years ago to essential oils through my friend, and for 2 years I was just using them. But 4 years ago, exactly in March, I began to do this as a business, and because I'm so passionate about natural stuff, and essential oils part of it. So and now so many people actually looking for alternative methods and alternative ways how to treat yourself and your family members and your children with the safe products, not the harming toxin that can actually harm you. It could be a quick fix, like painkillers could be a quick fix, right? We all know that, and we probably all experience that, but it has a lots of side effects and a long-term side effects. So my goal for this class or workshop, as we're now teaching through webinars because of the situation right now, COVID-19, social distancing, we need to do everything online. And actually, I don't mind doing things online. It's convenient from your home, and I'm doing this from my house. So 3 things I would like to teach you about oils, and 3 ways how to use oils, and also how to get your oils to your home. So 3 cool things, 3 ways how to use them, and how to get the oils to your home, because I really, really believe that these oils can change your life. So let's dive into it. So 3 cool things about essential oils: that they are safe, effective, and affordable. Can you repeat that? Safe, effective, and affordable. And while you are watching me, I'll be on this slide for a little bit, but if you're watching me live or even with a recording, you can stop it and go and fetch or get the piece of paper and your phone. And because you will need those 2 things, your phone and a piece of paper. You can use your phone as a notes as well. I often use my phone for things, but we're still, like a piece of paper. So there, because you will need it soon. Or grab a cup of tea or coffee. If you're watching it as a recording, you might want to stop it and get your tea, because it will be for more than 30 minutes. All right. Essential oils, they are very safe. They are 100% natural and safe. There is no side effects. There is no addictions that you can develop, like to some medications. And essential oils, they're extracts from plants with amazing health benefits. So, and there are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. Remember, I was a herbalist as a teenager, not in a full extent as a herbalist, but I was going on that journey. Probably it would be my profession if I would stay in Soviet Union then, but actually I chose a different profession, and maybe you want to know, and I became an accountant. So completely different things, but I had to earn some money, right? So they are certified pure therapeutic grade, and they are pure and potent. CPTG, I will get back to it because it's so important. The whole topic, why I'm talking to you today, is about doTERRA essential oils, and they're certified pure therapeutic grade. So it's not just pure that you can go to the store and find oils. Now in Canada, they sell oils everywhere. They sell them um, in Walmart, they sell them in the malls, they sell them in the Marshalls. Two of my sons, they are working in the stores. One works at the toy store, one in Marshalls, and they sell essential oils, and they're super cheap there. And it could say that they are pure, but purity doesn't mean that they're certified therapeutic grade, because pure, it could be anything, can be pure, because you can actually develop essential oils synthetic version, not from real plants. You can develop synthetic version in lab, and they will smell amazing. And the soaps that you're getting from dollar store, and it will say lavender soap, and it costs $1.25. And never ever they will put pure lavender essential oil in that soap, and I'll tell you why. Because they have synthetic version of a smell. They take one component and put into products, and it will smell like lavender. It will actually, it's very strong smell. Sometimes essential oils, they do smell strongly, but sometimes the synthetic version smells even stronger. So that's a red flag, guys. If you see just pure essential oils, big question. If it's under $10, throw it away. Before doTERRA, I had some essential oils that I bought in Canada or in Finland, and I was not even free to clean my floors with it, because if it's synthetic version, I don't want to smell synthetic toxins in my home and bring it to my body. So our oils, we're talking just about doTERRA essential oils. They're super, super effective. I will show you a little video about cells, how they work on our cellular level. And they are more effective than modern approaches to health problems. And essential oils, they permeate the cell membrane. So what it means, it will explain in the video, but I'll give you a little bit heads up that essential oils, they're oily, right? And our cells, they're oily. And if you have, for example, viral infection or just infection, right? Regular antibiotics will help you with infection. But if you have a viral infection, antibiotics can't help. And doctors will send you home, go home, rest, and drink tea because they don't have any medication. But people demand nowadays, especially in the Western culture, people demand antibiotics because they want to feel better. So, and doctors prescribe because the patient demand. In some cases, I'm not saying, I'm not a doctor, but in some cases, we know that that's what people demand. But antibiotics, they're water-based pills. And if you, or medicine, if you take it internally, it cannot penetrate your cell. So what it means that it's not effective, and doctors know that. But essential oils can penetrate because they're oily. They can penetrate your cell, go inside the cell, and kill wherever it's not supposed to be there. So I'm trying to be compliant on my videos, because we need to be compliant and use words that are not curing or so on, or we are not allowed to say, you know, this oil cures this particular sickness, but sometimes I'm struggling with that, because people don't understand what we mean when we speak compliant language. So I'll try my best, but they're super effective, and they go inside the cell and kill wherever it's not supposed to be there, if it's an infection or viral infection. And essential oils are super antiviral and antibacterial, and so on. And at the same time, essential oils in doTERRA, they're quite affordable. Why? Because they're super, super potent and strong, and you need a super small dosage. One dose or treatment could be just 1 or 2 drops, and it's super, super cheap. It could be cents for you. If you're using, like if you're curing something like condition that you have, you might need more oils than 1 drop, and sometimes it could be a $2, but it's worth it, because it's so fast, and you can get to the bottom of your issue, because it cures your root, and goes straight to where it needs to go, as medicinal, pharmaceutical pills and medicines. They actually take off the symptoms. And often, well, I'm not going to teach what doctors teach, and that's their job, and we have a big respect for doctors and medicine, but it has its own place in our lives. So we're talking about this supplementary or alternative medicine. Uh, and yeah, as I said, you can have only pennies per dose to spend, and you can save hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs if you're even buying meds over the counter, simple like Tylenol or wherever you're buying there, pain management pills and so on. And we have oils for that. Let's talk about a couple of oils that I want to bring quickly. Peppermint. For example, peppermint. This is doTERRA peppermint 15 ml bottle, and what it's good for. I'll give you a little bit test. If you would be in my class or workshop, I will give you actually to experiment, but I'll show you how I do it. So we have peppermint, and I'll put just 1 drop on my palm, and I'll put my thumb like this and put on my roof of my mouth. And then I rub my hands like this and inhale. What it does, first of all, amazing experience of it. I feel like already energized, and I already spent a couple of minutes doing this webinar, but I feel so energized right away, and like my eyes are open and in a new level, and it opens my if I have a blocked nose, it will open in seconds. That's the experiment that people cannot deny, because it opens your airways and promotes clear breathing. And especially if you have children, or if you have yourself blocked nose or allergies or things that are disturbing your free breathing, that's the oil to use. It really opens it up, cools your body's temperature, and also relieves the tension, the head tension. You can put on your temples right here, or on the back of your neck, or just inhale. It does amazing thing. And as my husband likes to say, it's a tourist oil. You can have it in your travels when you have a stomach upset, for example, when you're in exotic country. You can take peppermint, and it balancing your your body. If you have diarrhea, or if you have the opposite, constipation, peppermint oil does the balancing, so you will experience the good effects for that. And if you are too hot, and if it's too sweaty in the country, you can have peppermint, and it gives you that cooling effect. Or if you have hot flashes, people my age begin to talk about these things, not begin, they do talk about these things. And that brings your body temperature to lower level. And so it's really, really, really amazing oil. Then considering our situation today around the world, and with this social distancing, and how we can protect ourselves from the threats that are around the world, it's the first time in our generation that we have this global attack on human beings through virus, COVID-19. I'm not afraid to say that. But we have natural things that can protect us. For example, they recommend us, doctors and on TV, wash your hands. That's the number one to do, right? It can just regular soap. You don't need to have antibacterial soap, just regular soap. It cleans viruses from your hands. That's globally known what we need to do. There are other things. Sleep is so important. Sleep as many hours as you can. You will encourage your immune system to be stronger. Then you have uh, lots of drinking, especially warm drinks like teas. You can drink as many teas as possible, especially herbal teas. That also cleanse your body, and if you have something not clean in your body, it will support your body. But now I want to talk about essential oils, how they come into the to play in this situation. And we talk about On Guard blend. It's um, it's one of the blends that I cannot stop talking about, because it's so powerful, and especially with the threat that we're fighting right now. It promotes healthy immune function. So it's an immunity blend. It could work for children, for adults, for elderly. As adults, we can take it internally. We can take it on our body. We can inhale, we can diffuse, and I'll go to that about 3 cool things, how you can use them. But On Guard, also, if you take it internally and gargle it, just 1 drop with water and gargle it, it soothes sore throats and cleansing for your home and hands. We have in all our cleaning products and a toothpaste, we have On Guard. And I can talk more and more about On Guard, how it's effective and super powerful. Another oil that I want to pay attention to is the lavender. And you can see on the picture there are little circles there, like here, those aromatic, topical, and internal. That's the ways how you can use our doTERRA oils. Lavender is one of the oil that you can use for super many reasons and issues, because it has so many chemical constituents that works for different things. For example, Tylenol, it has one chemical constituent, but lavender has more than 200. So you can say, you can figure it out that so many different ways you can use lavender. For example, it's calming for your mind, it's very good for your skin, and it's very good for calming your body, that you will sleep better. Probably many people know already that you can put 1 drop of your pillow of lavender and you sleep better. It's not a secret anymore, and people know this around the world. But it's also very good for when you burn your skin. And I have a testimony. Once I really, really deeply burned my hand here, and I used lavender and frankincense for extended time, and it's absolutely healed. And I thought I would have a deep scar because it was a deep, deep burn, but it completely healed, and I use frankincense for scar to get away, and I don't have even a sign of it, but I have a pictures of how it was progressing, my healing with lavender and frankincense. And it's a natural antihistamine, especially with 3 oils, and I will talk about two other oils together with lavender, peppermint, and lemon. When they're together and you add another one, cilantro, it's a natural antihistamine, and you can take it in a capsule or just on topically on your body, but it's the best when you take it in the capsule or in a teaspoon of honey, and put 2 drops of lavender, 2 drops of peppermint, and 2 drops of lemon with the local honey, and take it internally. And if you need, you can take it 3 times a day, up to 24 drops of oil in 24 hours. Easy to remember. When you're curing something or when you're really attacking something, 24 drops in 24 hours. That's a maximum for adult. With children, it's a completely different story. So be careful with children because their body is so small, they need dilution. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. So another 3 things is 3 ways of use of the Terra essential oils. We use them aromatically, we use them topically, and we use them internally. Aromatically, it's so easy to use with a diffuser, and we have in doTERRA, especially in the starter kit, there is a diffuser that you can get it. Actually, you pay for the oils and the diffuser will be for free. It's a good deal. And it's so easy. You just put 2 to 6 drops in the diffuser, and it spreads out in your room, and a very, very effective way. What diffusing or inhaling does, it affects you positively on your mood. You can inhale like that, what I did with peppermint, or you can inhale straight from the bottle or from the roller, or you can put cotton ball in your glass and keep it on your desk. If, for example, in your workplace there is no way to use a diffuser, or just put it 2, 3 drops, 4 drops, how many you want or need in the glass, and put next to your computer and inhale this way. So what it does, it cleanses the air in the room and also supports respiratory system. It's super good if you have respiratory issues to use inhaling. Also, we use it topically, and we apply straight to affected area for localized benefits. So if you have a pain, for example, on your knee, you put 2, 3 drops on your knee of essential oil, but also use carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil. I advise my people who are becoming new customers when they get a starter kit to put also in the shopping cart fractionated coconut oil, that you will have right away 3 ways to use essential oils. And so with the dilution, you put 2 drops of, for example, Deep Blue, and I will talk about this. It's a pain management, muscle pain relief oil or blend, and you put fractionated coconut oil on it, like a couple of drops, and it will go deeper to the affected area, and the effect will last longer. So when you dilute with fractionated coconut oil, it will have best results. Then we have internal way, and I'm talking just about doTERRA pure certified pure therapeutic grade oil, CPTG. You remember that, CPTG. And throughout the webinar, I like to remind people that it's super important to have therapeutic grade. And you can have them in the water, two drops, for example, in the glass of water. I drink lemon in the morning in my water. In the afternoon, when I have my bottle, I put like 1 or 2 drops, the most, not more than that, peppermint for invigorating and energizing effects. And also, you can put under the tongue, just straight from the bottle under the tongue. And also you can put in honey, or in, like I told you, 1 teaspoon of honey and a couple of drops of essential oils, and take it internally, but not spicy oils. If they're hot and spicy, you can actually damage your esophagus. And we want to warn people that it's safe way to use veggie caps. In the veggie caps, your spicy oils, and then your stomach is a completely different tissue in your stomach, so it won't hurt your stomach because it's made for that. So just be careful with that. I use most of the oils orally, so my esophagus is fine, but I use with wisdom. So, and you can see here on the picture veggie caps. That's another thing that you can add also in your shopping cart. It's only like $4.99 or something. It's very inexpensive, and it's a good bottle. Like before doTERRA, we used to buy from the health store in the package, and they were all over my cupboard. They were always falling out, but this is like in the nice bottle. So this is something that you want to get as well. So I'm teaching you here. I'm not just selling here. I'm teaching you what works, how it works, and that you can experience as well. So let's talk about lemon. Lemon, you can take it aromatically, topically, and internally. Again, it's a cleanser for your body and for your home. And one little story, I used to have for quite a few years kidney stones, and I had to be even hospitalized. I had such a bad episodes of that, and it was recurrent, sometimes very bad, and sometimes on the mild level. So, and I felt for a number of years that I had them, and I began to take lemon faithfully every morning in my water. And now for all these years that I'm taking lemon, I don't feel even a tiny recurring of that pain, or even a sign of it. So that's my testimony. But it's very good for cleaning your home, and it's a good disinfectant. And if you're making your DIYs, do it yourself sprays, I put lemon and on guard, of course, because it does kill viruses and bacteria, and it's been studies there that it kills those bad things. And you can spray it on the counter or anywhere, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in your doorknobs, and you are safe, and you know that you're using something that you are safe for your breathing, and you're not putting toxin into your body and in your children, or on your children in the room when they are there, and your pets as well. The oils are safe for pets, but ask me what oils are not safe for pets, because some oils, they are not very good for pets. But we have people that are using essential oils with dogs, cats, with horses, and list goes on. So frankincense. If you would ask me if I would be sent to the island and take one or two oils with me, what would I take? I would have a problem to choose between frankincense and On Guard, because those two oils that I cannot live without anymore, because I know the power behind them. So the frankincense we call as a king of the oils, and it promotes calm feeling. It's anti-aging. Helps cells perform optimally, but saying that uh, compliantly, I want to share a testimony with you. Anti-aging, that's one big part of it, but also how it helped my scar from burning, from deep burn, and I had a big scar after that. So I was using frankincense for some time, and I don't have even a sign of that burn anymore. But I would have had, because it had even like a dent in my arm. So that's a one thing, but we call it oil for your brain or for your mental health, and also for your skin. It's super, super, super amazing. You probably know this oil. It was so important ages ago. If you remember the Jesus story, when he was a baby, what the wise men brought to Jesus or to his mother and father. They brought gifts: frankincense, myrrh, and gold. And so frankincense was precious in the old days, and now they even can find them, historians, and they can find them in uses of frankincense in the tombs. And it was super, super precious, because they were there is even a story how the thieves were, when they were breaking in, they would steal frankincense, because it was like a big financial commodity, and super, super powerful as a health medicine. So frankincense is absolutely amazing, and I want to share a testimony, as I promised. In the beginning of Yari's journey with essential oils, because I started using them 2 years prior, and but then I introduced them to Yari, and he wasn't sure if they were just he didn't know that they were medicinal. That was his problem. He didn't mind me getting a starter kit. Of course, Tanya, get if you think that you need to get it. And but he still thought that they were like more perfumes with some good effects. But actually, I stopped using perfumes many years ago because I would have a headache right away. As soon as I put it on, even nice perfume, I would have a headache. And even in church, if I would sit next to somebody who is using perfumes or use that morning perfume, I need to change a spot in the church, because I would get a headache from second effect of the person who is using perfume. So that's how bad, or how I was sensitive to react on a toxins from perfumes. So I got the kit, but Yari didn't know that there were medicinal oils. But then he began to use for his mold that he has on his head. He was using 1 drop or just a little bit on his fingertip frankincense, and he went to see a doctor before using the oils, and doctor said it's not a cancerous. They did some tests. It's not cancerous, but it can become cancerous. It was quite big. On the picture, when we start to take pictures here, it already shrank a little bit. It was a little bit bigger or puffier, and on the picture, one part, like a shape of pie, if you can see, one part of the mole fell off. And we were so surprised, and especially Yari, he could not believe that something is really happening. And we began to take pictures. We should have started in the very beginning of the process when the mole was fully still formed. So you can see the second picture here is everything fell off, but it's still a little bit wound there. Here's the healing process, and here is completely nice, like a baby skin, where the mole was. And it took Yari about 2 months, about 6 to 8 weeks. We don't exactly remember because we didn't put on our calendar, but we remember since we began to take pictures. So it's from 6 to 8 weeks. And also some people say that tea tree or melaleuca does the same effect. So it works, different oils can do this magic, if you want to see, but it's not a magic, it's a treatment that works so well. So this is Yari's testimony. And after that, if you ask me who is your biggest essential oil user in our home, you would think that Tanya, because I am into all natural stuff. Yari is the biggest use of essential oils nowadays in our home. No surprise. So Digest Zen, we have different markets and we have different names for our oils. For example, in US, we call this digestion blend for digestion, we can call them Digest Zen. In Canada, we call it Zengest, and some other oils like melaleuca and tea tree and deep blue and blue or air and breathe. There are different names, but it's exactly the same oil. Don't worry, it's the same blend, but just different markets, they have different names. So Digest Zen, I have another story. I have many, many, many testimonies just from our home, but some of them, like my personal story, is quite a long story and I prefer to tell in person, but I'll tell you a quick story with my son. In the very beginning of my journey with essential oils, when I just bought that starter kit, and my boys were in high school, and I picked them up from school, and one of them was really, really struggling. He had a stomach ache that he could not sit in the car normally. He came home and he crashed on the couch right away, and he could not go upstairs even to his room. And usually after school they have a snack, like a glass of milk with a muffin or something, and that time he could not even go to his room, and of course not to have a snack because his stomach upset was so severe. And I remember right away, okay, I got my oils, I need to do something. And I exactly knew, because digestion, it makes sense, you don't need to read even. I put 2 drops in a glass of water and asked him to drink right away, and I put 2 drops of his on his tummy topically. And he was in such pain and distress that he did it right away. And believe it or not, I could not believe myself. I was still in the journey of how these oils work fast. I knew that they work, but I needed to experiment. And in less than 20 minutes, about 15 minutes, he asked me for a glass of milk and the snack that I had for him. If you have a stomach problem, you don't want to have a milk, right? Those two don't go together. But that's how fast his body came to the balance, and he was absolutely zero pain-free. That's my Digest Zen story. Okay, let's go to Deep Blue. It soothed aches, muscles, and joints, and very good when you're working out or you have pain in your body. It's put topically. We also have a version of a cream version, and very, very good if you have a head tension. We use peppermint, but also deep blue. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I absolutely love it, especially when I work at the computer. I still do accounting, even though it's not, it's my second profession from my youth, but I still do accounting sometimes, but it's not my main profession right now. And when I sit all day and do accounting, and my shoulders, and I have this shoulder headache and tension here, I use Deep Blue Rub. It goes away in minutes. It's so, so, so powerful. So I absolutely love this. Then we have Breathe or Air, as I told before, that we have different names. It's opens airways and helps with lungs and sinuses, promotes clear breathing for day and night. I know one lady, she became a doTERRA rep just because of Breathe. Her baby could not sleep, and she was not sleeping during the night because baby is not sleeping because baby had a blocked nose. And somebody gave her a Breathe sample, and she slept for the first time ever through the night, or baby slept through the night and she slept through the night. And she thought that what happened with her baby, maybe baby's not alive anymore because baby slept, and or what happened. So she was in fear, but then she was so grateful for this oil or this blend, because it did magic for her little baby. She used in the diffuser. So with babies, again, ask me how to use, and I will teach you. When you become my customer, I teach you how to use every oil properly. So it's amazing, amazing, amazing product that we have. Wild Orange, that's like a sunshine in the bottle. It's energizing, invigorating, uplifting to the mood. I diffuse citrus oils every day. They're my favorite oils, and Wild Orange together with the lavender, it's like mental health in a bottle. If you struggling with the mental health, with the things that are disturbing you on the mental level, those two oils, they work in the very, very special way. If you know prescribed medicine Ativan for anxiety and other things. They found out on a scientific level, because doTERRA actually was tested scientifically in different universities, especially university hospitals and universities. Hopkins Hospital, and university and hospitals. I'm mixing those two up because both of them are using essential oils from doTERRA, because they don't want to waste their time on not pure oils, and they do their own testing. And of course, doTERRA oils, they go through the testing right away, and they do the tests and scientific studies on doTERRA, using doTERRA essential oils. And they found that lavender, 2 drops of lavender equal as Ativan medication. If you check chemistry of medicine and essential oil, they are the same. So you can make your own decisions and conclusions. And Wild Orange is like a top on cherry on the top of the cake. I talked about how oils work on our cells level. Let's watch 2-minute video. Dr. Dave Stoyer.
Bacteria have the ability to change their genetic makeup over time for their own self-preservation. Bacteria have their own defensive mechanism. They produce something called a peptidoglycan layer. It's the equivalent of an M&M shell that's protecting the chocolate on the inside. Now, one of the other elements the bacteria are very, very good at making, and that is something called a biofilm. Biofilm is its own very goopy, slimy mess that it covers itself in. So what's now starting to happen is we are finding that once very useful antibacterial medications are no longer effective at all. What that means for us, we have to use stronger antibacterial medications. We have to use more potent antibacterial medications. That comes at a cost to our own bodies. Melaleuca has the ability to come in and start to modify that sludge and remove it so that the oregano can get to the bacteria. And in oregano, there's a product called Carvacrol. Carvacrol will bind to that peptidoglycan and it punctures a little hole in there. Once that hole opens, you start to get a passing of ions back and forth. What that does to the bacteria is it allows it to lyse. It means burst open. And we've now accomplished something very dramatic, and that is by doing nothing more than using 2 simple little plant-based essential oils, you have created a very effective antibacterial solution.
Nice. I absolutely love this. I call them 2 soldiers go to the front lines. As I promised that this video will be a little bit, or this call will be a little bit more, and as I said, I don't see your comments. If you're asking me questions, I will answer them later because I don't see your comments because I'm streaming through Zoom. I promise that I will focus on the global situation right now, and but we're using immune support blend or flume, we call it, throughout the year. Doesn't matter what kind of threats we're getting. Because with any threat, we need to boost our immune support and our immune need to fight off the bad stuff. So we have this flume. It's a famous in our oil users circles. It's frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, and melaleuca or tea tree. And you can use it in the capsules, 2 drops of each, and there is a little bit of recipe how you use with children and with adults, and it does amazing things. And we have used this for years, and also we have a roll-on, on guard roll-on. That's what we're using for immune support on a daily basis, especially throughout the winter time or the threats like what we're going right now, environmental threats, or I don't want to call those names, but you know what I'm talking about. And because oils are highly antiviral and antibacterial, so we're using them. I use on guard on bottoms of my feet, and sometimes I use them just if I have a sore throat, I will use here on my glands, and also very good on the spine to use on guard or the flume blend as well. We have also in doTERRA Symphony of the Cells treatments that we're using, and it's very, very effective. We have many not just we're calling treatment because that's how you do, but we have recipes and protocols how we use Symphony of the Cells sauce and or sock or whatever, and on our spine, and it's very easy, and I can tell you for whatever issue you're struggling, I can send you the protocol for that. I would like to, I just got this testimony from somebody. Now we're struggling with this global pandemic, right? And there was a testimony that somebody knows that this lady, she was 87-year-old lady. She was diagnosed with a lung problem a week ago and tested positive. And she was using a product called oregano and tea tree 3 times a day in a capsule. Remember the video we were showing you? That's why I wanted to show you how powerful it is. So she was using 3 times a day this blend, 2 of oils, oregano and melaleuca. And remember, she was 87 years old. She was rubbing a blend on her chest. She made the blend like in the roller like this with the eucalyptus, rosemary, and thyme. They're super antiviral and support for your breathing, like especially eucalyptus. And also she was doing just breathe or air inhaling from her hands. You can also do from the cup. You can put essential oils in the cup and inhale like that, and you can cover your nose and mouth right in the cup. It needs to be a little bit wider than glass, and that's amazing way to do it. And the results are amazing. 1 week after, she felt way better and she didn't get sick the way as others get sick, that they need ventilators and all that. So I'm not very compliant here, but I really wanted to share something that people experiencing, and it's true stories, our family stories. Like the other day I had, because we don't go out so much, but I get out very often to my balcony or to my backyard without a jacket, and it's still pretty cold in Canada. And I got a little bit of symptoms of cold, and I had my gland inflamed and swollen a little bit, and it was so painful. So what I did, I used roller of On Guard, roller of melaleuca or tea tree, those two, and just applied on my throat and my glands here. Next day I was completely fine, and also I took a flume. So that's how powerful our oils are. So in the beginning I asked you to get your piece of paper and your phone, right? Now I told you so many things and what essential oils can do, and we have so many essential oils in doTERRA and so many blends, but I just talked about few because we talk about systems in our body, and oils, different oils can help with the system. So it could be your immune system, it could be your endocrine system that you need to cleanse. It could be immune system that you need to boost, and other systems. So we're talking about systems, and every oil has effects on some kind of systems. You just need to know, and I'm here to help you. So if you have health concerns or family members in your family, and you want to write them down, what are your major health concerns? It could be breathing, could be sleep issues, could be digestion problems, it could be anything, right? And write them down, and I will try to figure out what oils are the best for you to serve you and support you. Another thing that I really wanted to talk about is this product that we call Lifelong Vitality LLV. It's our supplements. And this is #1 selling product in doTERRA. We're an essential oil company, but this is #1 that we sell on a monthly basis. And because it's so important, so potent, and it's it's a whole product, it can really support your general well-being. It's very good nutrition through these supplements. Yari and I were taking this from the very beginning when we joined doTERRA, and we found this essential oils, but supplements was the foundation for your health. And if your foundation is not stable, you can use a little bit of this, you can use this oil, you can use that, but if your foundation is not solid, everything is falling apart. And we have 3 bottles there, and there are whole food multivitamins and minerals. There are antioxidants for cellular energy and longevity. And also we have omega-3s and 6 and 9 fatty acids, and inserted in them in omegas 9 essential oils. That's amazing. You daily can take essential oils as well. So, and it promotes cardiovascular health, stress management, immune function, inflammatory responses, liver function, and digestive health. So many important things. So I highly recommend to search it up and get to know these products. So there is 3 ways how you can purchase. One is retail, the most expensive. I don't recommend. The second one is a wholesale. Everybody knows Costco, right? You need to pay membership and you get wholesale products, pretty good products there, and for the best products for the best price, right? So it's a wholesale level, and it's 25% below retail price. And they're wholesale with points for free products. We get our oils 55% cheaper, and I can teach you how you can get this. So now if you're interested and you have your interested to find more, if you have your 3 issues that you want to discuss with me, text me or message me or WhatsApp me, and my phone number is 647-885-7911. And yeah, and we'll be in touch. And I really want to help you. That's the three things that I wanted to know: how to use oils and how to get them as well. And we have a starter kit that doTERRA offers, and usually it's supplements or oils with a diffuser for you to start using 3 ways. So there is a diffuser and oils, and doTERRA put the kits the way that you will have everything in one package for anything what throws in your life, into your life, digestion issue or burns or bacterial issues or breathing issues or wherever, everything in one package. So this kit, it's a new kit with a new diffuser, very nice diffuser. It's called Healthy Start Kit, and we have kits in Canada and US and in Europe, and I will mention most of them in US dollars, but ask me what the price in Canadian, but I'll just give you Healthy Start Kit, $205.25, and in US $160, and Europe it's a different price. And then we have a Healthy Habits Kit, and it's very highly recommend this kit. You start with supplements. Remember I talked about the foundation, and then you have probiotics, and we all need probiotics. We have children's version and adult version, and then we have a balance here. We have On Guard, we have frankincense and lavender. Amazing selection of oils and rub that I was talking about that I like to put on my neck here. And Healthy Habits Kit is $195 US, and Healthy Essentials Kits the previous kit, it was 5 ml bottles. This one is also a new kit, and it gives you a variety of different oils, a new diffuser, upgraded petal diffuser, and there are 15 ml bottles, 3 times bigger bottles, and it has copaiba oil, it has a balance oil, it has adaptive oil. They're amazing new oils that we have in this blend. Highly, highly recommend. Healthy Essentials kit is $249 in US. And we have Healthy Home kit. We have a Natural Solutions kit that you get all kinds of products together. Ask me for prices, or go on my website, BeWellNet. I'll post in the comments or somewhere that you can get the information. But please get in touch with me, and also I can customize specifically for your needs what you want to order. If you don't want to have a kit, I can find something that what you need. And this is very budget friendly, Simple Solutions kit, and it's only $105 US dollars and 134 Canadian. If you need these oils, for example, Serenity is very good for your sleeping issues and so on, and for pain, mood, emotions, and sleep stress, digestants, and kids oils. So this is in this kit. I can customize from this category just a package for you. So connect with me. And this month I can't be silent. We have a promotions, and we have this beautiful, beautiful roll-ons oils or blends oils: rose, magnolia, blue lotus, jasmine, and neroli, and only 68 US dollars and 80 something in Canadian. And I got those too, because all of the oils you can order, and they're quite expensive. They're precious oils, but we can get blue lotus. So I wanted to have an extra one. So if you want to, you can just add it on. It's a good for Mother's Day, and also to treat yourself. Remember, for many years I don't use perfumes because I use oils, and for some years I didn't use anything because I could not find what I liked it. And we also have a promotions, Melissa and Yara Palm 10% off. And another thing I didn't mention, very highly recommend, is Melissa. It's very good for immune support and antiviral. It's expensive oil, but super, super good. If I would use Flume, I would add also Melissa, and I would add what was another one that black pepper. They're very, very good. If you don't have a Melissa, at least use black pepper for the things that are going around. Okay, I talked about 3 things, but now I want to talk about 3 types of people that are listening to my webinar. Usually people who love oils, or they see that they will fall in love with them when they get them. And this is something that you want to change your wellness lifestyle into a better lifestyle. And you can use essential oils. Connect with me, and I'll help you how to get that kit to start with. doTERRA is still working. We're not shut down, and we have a big demand right now. You can get a day or 2 delays in shipping, but it will get to you to your home. You don't need to go anywhere. And the category people number 2 are sharers, and you can get your products paid for. And the people usually in this category, when you're listening to my webinar, you are like, oh, my mom needs this sleeping support, and my daughter is struggling with digestion, and my neighbor just mentioned that she has this terrible pain issues. So you're natural sharers. You don't need to commit to do business. You don't need to do classes. I will help you. There are different even levels how you do sharing, but this is something that you can earn money as well. And your oils can be paid for free. And the third category is like me. You can build a business. Nowadays, so many people, even my two sons, that they were in the sales, they lost their jobs, and now they're applying for Canadian benefits. And so many people lost their jobs, and even maybe going bankruptcy. They have to close their shop because with this disturbance in the market, they will not able to pay their rent. So they lost completely their business and their job. This is the good time for you to start working business that it's not closed down, and I can teach you how to do this business effectively, and you can earn income and make an impact in your family, in your loved ones, and in the world. So this is something that you can also connect with me if you're interested. I will do a little video right after this, another video on also on like a continuation for this, for people who are interested in building doTERRA. Maybe it's not for you, but you're welcome to listen to this video and see if it suits for you and what it inquires you to do as a business. So please join me, and thank you so much for listening, and I hope you found it helpful and connect with me and how I can help you to get those kits into your hands. And this is my pure joy of sharing the oils with you. All right. Thank you for watching, and yes, join even my second video. It will be shorter because I have less to say, but I will inform you that how you can do this business, as Yari, my husband, and I, we do now for 4 years. And at this time of need, we're not worried about our paycheck, and that's the freedom that we're talking, not just financial freedom to go and buy a big house or something else, which I don't mind when people do, but that's the freedom that I don't have to worry where's my next check is coming, because I still have another job that I do, and I'm not planning to quit because this is my passion, and it's been passion for my life. But I have this extra income that coming, and I don't need to worry, for my next check. All right, connect with me and listen to my second video. All righty. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.